In the last section, we installed dependencies for our new project and spoke about some features of the app that we're going to build. Now that our project is all ready to go, I'm going to start up my code editor inside the auth directory, and I'm also going to open up my simulator. Now, I've already taken the liberty of starting my simulator up. You'll see it right here. It's already running. I encourage you to pause the video right now. Remember, you can start up your simulator by running the command react-native run iOS or run Android if you are on Android. So let it do its thing and start up the simulator or emulator. All right, if you're still here, I'm going to assume that you have your simulator running, so let's keep going. Inside my code editor, I'll notice all the same files and folders that we had on the last app that we generated. So we still have the Android and iOS folders. We've got the Node modules directory. We've got a bunch of configuration stuff. And then we've also got our root file, the index.js file. Now, one thing that you might notice about this default React Native project is that it doesn't really give us a lot of project structure. In other words, let's imagine that at some point in time, if we are working with a ton of different components, there's not really any clear location on where we should stuff all those components or where we should really place them inside of our application. So I'm going to suggest that maybe we should create a new folder to house all the different components that you and I need to create for this project. So I'm going to do that right now. Inside my auth directory, I'm going to make a new folder called SRC. And we're going to say that we are going to put all of the custom code that we write for our application inside the SRC directory. The only thing that's going to stay outside will be the index.js file, because React Native requires there to be an index.js file in our root project directory in order to start up correctly. Now, you will notice when we first generated our project, there is a default component that is made for us and is placed inside this app.js file. So by default, the index.js file imports that app and then attempts to show it on the screen. So I don't really want to make use of this default app.js file. I'm going to delete it and we're going to make our own, but this time we're going to place it inside of the SRC directory. So inside the SRC directory, I'm going to make a new file and I'm going to call it app.js as well. Inside of here, we're going to place some import statements and a new component to generate some content that we can show on the screen. So just a very simple little component, something to just get us started. Inside the app.js file, I'm going to first start off by importing React and component from the React library. And I'll also import the view and text tags from React Native as well. Then I will create my new app component. I'll say class app extends component. I'll define my render method inside of here. And inside there, I will return a little bit of just boilerplate tags. So I'll put a view, and inside the view, I'll place a text tag. And we'll say that this text tag says something like an app, whatever you want it to say. And then don't forget, at the bottom of the file, we need to export this component as well. So we'll export default app. Okay, the last thing we have to do is make sure that we import the correct file into our index.js file. So back inside of index.js, right now, this file is assuming that it can import the app component from an app file in the same root directory. And that's not the case anymore. We are now placing this app component inside of the SRC directory. So I'm going to fix up the path here by saying src/app, like so. We should now be able to save this file and then refresh our simulator, and we should see that new content appear on the screen. All right, so it is up here at the top left. We do have a little bit of an overlap issue, but it looks like it definitely works. So let's keep going in the next video.